So it's raining. We'll do this video real quick, and I was gonna get out my drone and do some cool shots that way, because make Suburban look all cool and everything. But how much did my $3,000 Quadrasteer Suburban cost me to get it up and running the way it is now? If you don't know, when I did get this thing, I drove it from Houston down here to Central Texas. So it was 3 hours. It was mint. Everything was cool. But main thing about it was the rear diff. Rear diff did whine heavily on decel. And I can put some videos here that I found out why it did that. Found the noise. Because the diff was just internally just fucked. So I kind of knew that from the beginning. I would need to spend a little bit of money, but from the top down, here we go. Bought the Quadrasteer. Keep in mind, it has 170,000. A little bit of rust. I'm cool with it, but I bought it for $3 grand. Honestly, best deal of the century. Bought it for $3 grand. Drove it home. Then did my first round of little bullshit maintenance. Didn't even look at the diff. Didn't crack it open. Didn't want to look at. Just did all the basic stuff. I did like a coolant flush, oil change, filters, all that other stuff. That right there, $100. Then after that, drove it around, got to see what else it was gonna need through daily use. That way, if anything were to break, it would break on the way to work or break at work, because this thing did sit for a year. That's what the previous owner told me. So $100, first round of maintenance, everything was cool. Then when I started to actually inspect the diff and see what was going on with it, I removed the diff cover, which is the rack and pinion diff cover. It's all in one. Found out that the carrier bearings were gone to the point where the carrier ate into the housing. So the previous owner told me he was quoted an axle. I was like, whatever, you're probably full of shit, you don't need an axle. Then I opened it and I was like, oh, well, fuck, need an axle. Need a freaking axle. So with my luck, and I'm telling you, I am the GOAT of marketplace finds. I am the Gordon Ryan of marketplace. I am the Richard Petty of marketplace. Whatever you want to make it. So I found the next day after I took it apart a Quadrasteer rear end, and if you don't know, that's a Dana 60. There it is. Chris Auto Recyclers, Waxahachie. Got it. Marketplace king, baby. So all Quadrasteers are gonna have a Dana 60, regardless if it's a 1500 or a 2500. I actually gotta get out my notes because I got some stuff to tell y'all. So shock mounting locations are a little different, which is fine. But I got the same gear ratio Dana 60 rear end for my Quadrasteer for $800. Went to go to Waxahachie to go pick it up. They had everything. The guys let me inspect it, make sure everything's fine. No play in the diff carrier whatsoever. And even right now, I probably put like about 1,000 miles on it since I've had it, and mint. So $800. There goes that. Then put that all together. And since I got that all done, decided that I'm not gonna half-ass anything, and I'm gonna continue to drive it, see what other things are gonna be wrong with it, and in the process, started to find some coolant leaks, which eventually led me to spend alone $80 just on coolant because of how everything went down. So I put the diff in, everything was cool. Went on my way to the junkyard to get some stuff for the two-door. There's more stuff coming for the two-door. Put that together, went to the junkyard. My coolant started to go through the roof. My coolant temp, my heater went away. So my heater hose connectors at the firewall decided to say peace out and explode with no signs of them giving anytime soon. So had to do those. I limped it. I didn't tow it back to work. I limped it back. It was like 8 miles. Drive it up a hill and then shut it off in neutral in this big ass Suburban. So did that. Ended up doing water pump, hoses, all kinds of other stuff, more coolant, a whole bunch of stuff in that area of whatever. And then that's also going to include my diff fluid, miscellaneous little, not even connectors, just like little gaskets and little stuff. That's going to come up to about $500. So we have the $100 first round of maintenance, $800 for the diff, another $500 for the maintenance on the water pump and the hoses and everything else. What else do we got? We have the rear brakes were clapped. So the rear brakes, these ones are the little bigger ones because it's an 8 lug, there's a 2500, so I spent $250 on that. Actually probably a little bit less because my buddy gave me the hookup on the discount because I got the hookup. So this is my price. Keep in mind, I'm not paying labor. I'm just suffering myself because it's doing the rust and everything sucks. Then the front end was clicking, making a clicking, clanking. So I decided to do the upper ball joints. But if you're going to do upper ball joints on a car that's old and rusted, don't, because as soon as I pushed the new one in and went for a drive, it pushed it back out just ever so slightly. So I didn't want to do that, so I ended up getting control arms, and those were actually $150 a piece, AC Delco, Rock Auto, but you got to pay shipping and everything. So it all came to about $500, because I think after tax and everything it was $240 for one, and I ended up doing them at separate times. So I probably would have saved money if I would have done them both at the same time. Should have done it that way, but I did it. So that was around $500. Then I had, what else did I have? That was it. Then I spent $34 to get some yellow fog lights, and then I'm happy. That's it. There's gonna be little stuff that I'm gonna be doing. I'm not gonna do crazy stuff. I want to do stuff like the HD hood from the 99 to 02 Silverados. You know, that came with, I think, the Duramaxes, because those hoods look good as hell. I'll be doing like little stuff like lights and like, you know, some little stuff like that. But other than that, nothing too out there. That's it. So my total for what I spent was $2,150 is what I spent on my $3,000 Quadrasteer. So if I were to sell it right now, I could probably sell it as is, everything mint, easy. Dude, I could sell this thing for 10 grand right now, but I don't want to. It's good to know that I got positive equity in the car, but it's a keeper. I am not gonna get rid of it. The 2-door is not going anywhere. The Suburban is not going anywhere. Now I may be on the verge of getting a trailer and starting my car flip games as I was doing before. So hopefully I can find another Crown Vic to buy for $2, because I did do that one day. I did buy one for $2. So there's that. I didn't spend a lot of money. If you're a do-it-yourself dude and you find a Quadrasteer that needs an axle, it's more than likely worth it. Don't overpay for it. Pay for what you know what you're gonna get, and that's it. That's what I did. So that's how much money I spent on my Suburban. I'm not gonna lie, it kicked the living shit out of me. It beat my ass. But we're all together, we're all good now. So that diff was the worst part. Bolts were frozen, rusted, and just inside. As the bolt started to turn and break loose, it wasn't doing it. It was just the bolt shearing off. So then I had to get an air hammer and then just fucking exploded out that way. It was such a pain. I didn't get any video of that, but I hope to get some more video footage of it later, because when you're in it and you're just trying to get something, get it done, you just want to get it done. But that's it. So invested, I'm just over 5 grand, and honestly, not bad at all. It's minty, it's cool. The rust in the front isn't even that bad. Yeah, it's rusty in the rear, but I don't care. I'm gonna call it Rusty Wallace. You know, speaking of things that I may do, I may try to get a whole new rear hitch receiver deal in the back, because it is rusty, and if I do tow, I don't want to tow with something that's going to be rusty. The body's fine, but the receiver and everything is not good. So may do the two. Damn, my 3500, I forgot the sizes. I know there's 2.5 and then 2 3/4. I may just do like 2.5, because I'm just going to tow one car. I may do a 2-car trailer maybe. But there's that. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm go finish some errands, just so I have a video up for you guys to see how much I actually spent on it, which was not a lot. But if you want one, do it. They're cool. I freaking love it. I can do a U-turn in no time. So I'll see you guys on another video.